Was there anything that wasn't shown that you think should have been shown?
I think there was a lot of character development and a lot of the game being played between the challenges. So at the meals, while people are hanging out, like I think a lot of this game is social. So it doesn't show how people are building their friendships, their alliances. And yeah, it would have been really neat to see some of the alliances, how they were formed. Because there was more than were shown.
I thought it was really interesting when they had introduced Your Secret Alliance. I thought that was something that they could have leaned in a little bit more because that introduced a whole different dynamic as a viewer to pay attention to be mindful of, and it just gave a lot better perspective. It was a lot more enjoyable. I liked it a lot.
Oh yeah, no, and I think when I think forward to season 2, and again, I'm no writer, but I think you'll see those alliances or those characters get developed earlier because yeah, it was so juicy. That was my favorite one of my favorite episodes to watch is you have the family reunion, which was like literally one of the top 5 moments of my life. And then you have this money grab and this like the first kind of tension of the game. And I think seeing more of that will allow people to understand characters much better.
What I find interesting is I feel like you have to, like if you were an employer, you could look at Beast Games and take the final 20 competitors and put them on some sort of a curve of personalities, skills, intelligence, and they would be outliers in terms of a positive way. I feel like you have to be in terms of social skills, intelligence, everything. And I'm curious, because of the amount of self-elimination games that they had, if that could somehow throw a rock in that distribution. If instead they had more competitions, like I loved the intelligence one, the chance one was interesting, as well as the physical skills one. If more of the stuff were like that, more of the competitions were like that, by the end, if you'd have an even more refined group of people that, one could argue would be good to an employer or just overall like an exceptional being.
Jack, you're spot on. Like one of the guys who got eliminated in episode 1, John 312, brilliant guy, great social game, really strong leadership, got eliminated because nobody in his row self-eliminated. He would have been kind of formidable at the end. Some other great competitors who were like very loyal, always helping each other. A friend, Justin, 66, got eliminated in the first episode too. So yeah, I envision a world, and this is some of the feedback I've seen online too, is like, I want to see more skill-based.
And social development as well. Like that's why I liked the alliances. Like a little bit of drama. Who can you be in cahoots with? Who could you be in secret cahoots with? The thing I think was Patrick, or the person that took the 5th or the 6th slot in the tower.
Yeah.
Like that for me was one of the most exciting things. How he was able to outsmart everyone else and get voted in, and it surprised everybody. I'm like, that was such a low percentage chance for him to advance, but he was able to pull it off.
Yeah, and Patrick was the one. He's Puppet Master Patrick, who took $0. So he took a big risk and going, I think there's going to be upside to 0. He took a big risk and it didn't work out for him. Gage 974 is the one who did this kind of miraculous move on the towers where he's like, I'm going to tell this person that I'm going to vote for them. I'm going to ask for their vote and vice versa. Then he had this beautiful throwaway vote for Mikey 453 because he knew no one would vote for him. And when I was sitting there, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like brilliant.
Yeah.
And Gage, like it was neat to see someone like Gage step up. Yessie had brilliant moves in the 9th and 10th episode. So it's neat to see these characters kind of seize the moment they're in and crush it.